every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 235th day of my challenge, where I'm so happy because for today's recipe I busted out my KitchenAid mixer, which I love so much, but which I cannot take with me when I'm traveling just because it's so heavy. So it resides in Lithuania with my mom, and as she's not really a big baker, I just kind of pack it up back into its original box and put it into my closet. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. Ask me what I have in my closet. KitchenAid mixer. So anyways, I took it out because today I'm gonna try a recipe which one of you suggested, and that was Esra, if I remember correctly, which I'm pretty sure I do. I'm gonna try her suggested cinnamon raisin bread, and I feel like I'm the last person on this earth who's watching Laura in the kitchen who's gonna try that recipe, just because I've heard people talk about it so much, and I know for a fact some of you tried it multiple times already, so I feel like I'm really late to that bandwagon, but I'm gonna try today. So before we move on into the ingredients and starting this whole thing, which I'm so excited about, I love making bread. I love the fact that I'm gonna use KitchenAid today, so I'm just like overly joyful. So 2 ingredients which I want to mention, just because I will not be using, well, original ones, what I should be using for this recipe, just for a simple fact that I couldn't really find them. So the first one is the dry milk powder. Laura likes using this combination of water plus dry milk powder in her bread recipes, which I always just substitute with milk because I cannot find the powder, and you know, it kind of sounds logical, like water plus powder, milk powder equals milk, right? So the amount of water that is called in this recipe will be substituted by milk. That's 1, and 2 is about the vegetable shortening, another magical thing which I cannot seem to be able to find. So anytime a recipe calls for vegetable shortening, I always substituted it with, well, butter. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do today as well. And that's it. I'm stopping chatting because I want to start. So let's go over the ingredients and let's get started. We're gonna need 600 grams of flour, 300 milliliters of milk, 45 grams of butter, melted, 30 grams of sugar, 1 egg, 1 envelope of yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt, some egg wash, that is 1 egg, and 1 tablespoon of milk mixed together, and some vegetable oil. And for the filling, we're gonna need 50 grams of dark raisins, 50 grams of sugar, 30 grams of butter, melted, and 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. Whenever there's yeast in the recipe, usually this is the step you start with, that is activating it. So I have my milk, and I keep wanting to say water for some reason, which I just warmed up in the microwave. You want it to be warm, not hot, warm. So a good rule of thumb is just literally stick a finger, and if it doesn't burn you, that's the right temperature. So to the warm milk, I'm gonna add the 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of sugar along with the yeast, give a little mix, and then let them be for 5 minutes to activate. Okay, I zoomed in real close so you could see. Can you see all this foam? This means the bread will rise. That's all you need to worry about. If you see the foam and if you can smell the yeast, that's all good. So now into this, I'm gonna add in what should be vegetable shortening and the egg, and I'm gonna mix them in. And now into the bowl of this beauty, I'm gonna add in the flour, salt, and this yeast milk mixture, and then with a dough hook attachment, I'm gonna knead everything for 5 minutes. But this time, I know, I should stop and scrape the sides from time to time as I go, just so that everything gets incorporated. cool. I did literally nothing and I have the dough already. Okay, now, I really need to zoom out. Okay, that's way better. So now I brought in a big clean bowl, which I'm gonna grease with some vegetable oil, then take the dough off, pull it all together, form it into a bowl and add to the greased bowl. Then I'm gonna brush the top of the dough with the vegetable oil as well. Can you even see it? Is it? Okay, it's here. I'm gonna grease the top of the dough with the vegetable oil as well so that no crust would form. Then cover the bowl with some plastic wrap and put someplace warm, draft free, preferably for 1.5 hours to rise. Which side is it opening? Go out! I think not that side. Oh man. This is embarrassing. My god, this is not happening. Just open! 1.5 hours has passed, which basically means I can proceed. But before touching the dough, I do want to grease my loaf pan with some more of vegetable oil. Okay, that's done. And the next thing is mixing sugar and cinnamon together. Oh my goodness, this was clearly too small of a bowl for this dough, but oh well, it has risen beautifully. So now I'm gonna lightly flour my surface, dump the dough onto it, and then roll it out into a 25 by 50 centimeters rectangle, and you can bet I have a ruler nearby. Oh, this is not 25. Man, this is too wide and too short. What to do? Okay. I have to pat myself on the back, which I won't do because my hands are floury, but this is quite perfect, alright? 25 by 50. Doesn't it look beautiful? Okay, now I'm gonna take my melted butter and brush it all over the top. And now this became the perfect glue to sprinkle over the cinnamon sugar and then the raisins. Whew, happy! Stop doing that! So now, starting from the farthest from me, and I'm gonna roll it as tight as I can. Okay, now I'm gonna pinch the two ends together and tuck in the sides. And this will go into the prepared loaf pan, seam side down. Oh, this will be so cool. Okay, so now I'm gonna cover this with a clean lint-free towel, kitchen towel. I'm gonna put it to the same warm, draft-free spot for another hour to rise. It should rise above the loaf pan. Oh yes, 1 more hour has passed, and let's have a peek. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this though. Oh, I didn't seal it well enough. Oh, okay, we'll see what will happen. So now, for the past 10 minutes or so, I have been preheating my oven to 180 degrees because after I do this very last step, I'll put it into the oven. So before actually brushing it with some egg wash, gently though, in order not to deflate the bread, I think I'm gonna put it onto a parchment paper lined baking sheet. Can you see the puppy? Can you? I'm not sure, but like she's having a great time behind me. So I'm gonna put it onto a baking sheet just so that, you know, if anything drips, it's cleaner on the table and I don't need to clean it again. So once that's done, I'm gonna put it into the oven for 40 minutes. Okay, I feel like this is browning up a little bit too quickly. I still have 10 minutes left, so I'll just stand it with aluminum foil, and that's hot, and let it cook further. There's no other way to say this, but my puppy is wet, and those who have dogs know what a wet puppy means. She's like now opening the hell all loose, but I can do nothing about that because this I let cool down enough. It's still warm. I want to try it. So, oh my god, oh my god, look at this. This is so fun. I feel it will be messy. Oh my god. Okay. I will take the very middle. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. I forgot the tea. My puppy also wants this, but I ain't giving it to her. It's so fluffy. It's so fluffy! Have you watched that movie or cartoon? Let me know. It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die! I feel similarly to that. This is super fluffy. It's just the perfect amount of cinnamony. It's not too sweet, or I just got used to Laura's sweetness levels, but it's so good. Actually, this is nothing like what I'm gonna say just in a second, but it reminded me, and now, okay, should I like stop eating and talking at the same time? This, for some reason, reminded me of monkey bread, and I really want to make that now, but this is great. I will make tea, and I will make this my dinner. Not the whole loaf, but half? Let's see. Okay, I will finish this though. This is really nice. It's just a different kind of filming here. So, Esra, thank you so much for suggesting me this recipe. I really love it. I mean, this is kind of like this favorite type of pastry I like, bandalė, because there is this cinnamony, like a small kind of like roll, I guess, but not really. Like in Lithuania, we have bandalės, which are really popular. Like they are this, think of cheese Danish sort of like things, and I really love them. So this kind of reminds me of that, which makes me a really happy person. So anyways, if you want, go check the original recipe by Laura there. If you want to find the written recipe and try it out yourself, you can check the description box down below. You will find the written recipe in both American and the metric systems to serve and make everyone happy. And I'll be running away because this is good. I just need tea though. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!